Last week we had completed chapter 2, verse 51, up to verse 51. So I will give you a small wrap up of what we did last time so that you get an idea. Yoga, the term yoga means union with God. It does not mean any other thing. When we say union with God, it means the mind which is there in between us and God has to be eliminated. This mind, which is like a permanent thing in our world, every day we are only thinking through our mind. Whatever we do, we think first, and then we do. This mind is the one creating obstacles for us. It doesn't allow us to see the reality in this world. What we get to see and hear, touch, feel, everything is mind related. Whatever that you see, whatever that you hear, when your mind comes into the picture, it is going to distort the entire picture and give it to you. So, yoga means not allowing this mind to get disturbed in whichever way. And that is why in this Sri Krishna says yoga means evenness of the mind, equanimity of mind. You cannot sway right or left. You cannot say something is good or something is bad. See, in our world we always think there is happiness on one side, there is sadness on the other side, There is pain and sorrow on the other side. We should not get carried away by the successes of or whatever that is good in this world, or don't get disturbed by the negative in this world. What are the negatives? All that is going against you. Agreed? And that is the reason why we all have to have evenness of the mind. Yoga in the form of equanimity. This is what he has written. Everybody is driven by their own innate nature. See, we all have our innate nature. What is that innate nature? That innate nature, that kind, so on and so forth. We have too many desires going on in our mind, right? And we run after them. Let us say I want to become an Olympic champion. So I am going to run after that, isn't it? I am going to attempt to be a good athlete or whatever that is. Similarly, in your life, when you want to get married and when you want to settle down, you are always thinking in terms of something good, isn't it? You are not saying I want a bad husband, I want a bad house, nothing like that. You always want the good stuff in life. But you will find that all this is not possible. Because what is written in your life is all that is going to happen. So if there is something written in your life, which means your destiny, that is anyway going to happen. Your job is to do your job. Unfortunately, the results are never in your hands. Isn't that true? So what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to do what we are supposed to do. That's it. We are not here. We can change the future. Nobody can change the future. So he says, the wise people possessing this equipoised mind, renouncing the fruit of action. So I have given you this up to date. So they can attain this blissful state. You can become realized if the mind is overcome completely. We should not be disturbed in any which way. So now let us see from the next verse. So today's satsang we will start. We are doing Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 52. When your mind will have fully crossed the mire of delusions, you will then grow indifferent to the enjoyment of this world. and the next, that have been heard of as well as those that are yet to be heard of. Now here, in continuation to our last satsang, Sri Krishna has already given an indication that you are supposed to overcome this mind. Correct? The mind creates illusions. These are different types of illusions. I'll give you some examples in your life. Think about it like this. What are these illusions that come in our path? We are always thinking that we will get the best in the world. Whatever that you want to. So you are trying to achieve that best. When you are doing that, and when you achieve it, immediately the thought comes that mine is not better, somebody else's is still better than mine. You may really stress very hard and buy yourself a car. Okay, this is the best car that you can buy, that money can buy for you. And immediately your neighbor has bought something. Now your car is 10 lakh rupees and the neighbor has bought 20 lakh rupees worth of car. So immediately what does your thought say? Oh, that one is much better than mine. How do you know that? Just because it has got good specs, saying that this is the, this much vehicle it is, it goes for such and such distance, the tires are good and everything, all the features are very nice, doesn't mean anything. But yet, what does your mind say to you? That is better than mine. We always do this. These are called illusions. And we are always living in an illusory world. What we have, we will not appreciate. What others have, we will want to run after that. This is how the world is. Again, if you get 10 rupees, you want 20. When you get 20, you want 50. When you get 50, you want 100. Can anybody be satisfied with the salary that they get? I don't think there is anybody who is satisfied with the salary that he gets. He will say, oh, I need more. See, I have got a big family, now I have to support them, I need more money, I need to become big. But is it in his hands? No way. Nobody can control destiny. Destiny is already written except that you don't know about your destiny. Correct? Your destiny is already written. We say, no, it is written over here. Okay. Do we know what is written? Nobody knows. And yet when it happens, you are disturbed. Things are not going as per your plan. You have made some plans and it is not happening like that. Many people, when they are very young, they want to become doctors, engineers, this, that, many big things they talk about. I want to become a pilot, and now somebody will say, I want to become an astronaut, somebody will say something else. And when the harsh reality hits them, when they go to college, and when they are seeking a job, what do they get? They might be an engineering graduate for all you know. They will get a very tiny job in a very big company. This is what happens to everybody. Every human being finally gets what is due to them, but our dreams are crazy. The mind creates illusions in our world. And we have lived in illusions from our childhood. Sri Krishna says, get out of this state. You don't have to get into these illusions. He says, when your mind has fully crossed the mires of delusions, all these are delusions in your life. See, here, let me give you a small, cautionary this thing about it, that nobody says you are not supposed to plan. I have not said you are not supposed to plan. Planning is what is required. But how can you assure 100% results of what you have planned? Tell me. You can't, isn't it? Huh? You may say, I have got a good team, a cricket team or something like that. I am going to win this match. But, well, the team loses. Then what are you supposed to do? Did you get the point? This is how it works. Nobody has the control over the final result. You can keep on dreaming for yourself. But results are never in your hands. But dreaming, yes, you do. Desires, yes, you have. Way in which you are living today's life, you are planning. You're planning even for your retirement. Think about it. If you are in your 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s and all, you have already planned ahead of your time thinking about retirement. That when I retire, I will have this. And everybody dreams of it. Everybody dreams that I will have a small house where I will be living happily ever after. Cinderella story. But Cinderella, she has got glass slippers. Okay? And you don't even have the Louboutins, I'm telling you this. You can't bang your head also with it. Because they are very expensive. You are wearing Bata Chappal. I hope you get the point. And then you are thinking, oh my God, I should have been this, I should have been that. What? All your dreams were gone, finished. They are somewhere in that dustbin. You have not even achieved 10% of your dreams. Ask yourself this question. Have you dreamed of all your childhood? Yes. When you are a young girl, yes, of course, you have dreamed of it. When you grew up also, you dreamed of something. I mean, after getting into this world where, you are dreaming, tall, dark, handsome kind of people, okay, he's got one castle somewhere, he's having his aircraft and he's taking me away, 50 shades of grey and whatnot. Everybody has a dream, tell you that truth. But it's not even one shade. See, 50, forget 50, not even one is there, minus 50 is there. You are thinking of romance, you are thinking of, a beautiful life with someone. What romance? Every day is dal roti, okay? Every day. Tair sadam. We are only bothered about that. No romance. You can see, somebody is giving, in Instagram you will see somebody is giving flower to his girlfriend. That is his girlfriend, that is why he is giving. Tomorrow when she becomes a wife, no, he is not even willing to give one thorn to her. That is what happens in life. So don't dream of this kind of things. It's worthless. So what is Krishna saying over here? When you have crossed all these nonsensical things in your life, don't bother so much about it. What is there just now? No, you bother about that. No, why are you bothered about something, some strange phenomena somewhere? Nobody can dream of it. Then you will become indifferent towards it. If you don't have, what am I to do? Do you want me to rob the bank? You will ask this question. Yes, Hrithik Roshan is very handsome. But I can't get him. I can only watch him in some movie. What? Okay, Prabhas looks so nice, with all his muscle and all that. I can only enjoy him in the film. The Prabhas can't come in front of me, right? Nobody will. Not even Rajinikanth will come in front of me. See, the whole point is this. So we are always in delusion. So can you accept it? Nahi hota. It doesn't happen. Come on. Leave it. So he says, when you become indifferent towards this enjoyment in life, become indifferent. Doesn't matter. When it doesn't matter to you, will you get upset about it? See, when it doesn't matter to you, okay, you need to go to office, let us say. Okay, your office is across the street. Office is across the street. Your neighbor has got 4 cars in the garage, and you have one two-wheeler. Why are you bothered with these 4 cars? That one two-wheeler is also sufficient to go to the market and come, no? But why you want at least 1 car, at least 2 cars, at least 3 cars? No. Same thing. In our life, we are always thinking of something impossible in our life. I still remember, staying in a 1 BHK is there, no? 1 BHK means 1 bedroom, hall, kitchen. Earlier to that, there was not even, it was 0 BHK. So from 0 BHK to 1 BHK, 1 BHK to 2 BHK. Okay? And then you want 3 and 4 and 5. I mean, have you seen those Malibu homes and all those homes which got burnt? So many houses got burnt in California. Do you really think those fellows were staying over there? There was nobody there. Okay? The houses got burnt. Everybody had 10 bedrooms and so many bathrooms and all. You have not even opened your bathroom. But why do you want to have so many rooms? I mean, imagine having 6 bedrooms and 7 bedrooms and your people are only 2. And you come once in a year. Maybe for a few days to stay over there. What is the point of that house? Are you not paying for the upkeep and everything? The insurance, the upkeep, everything. All your garden has to look spick and span. Somebody has to take care of those things. And maybe have 12 dogs over there. We don't know that. Is the house for the dogs? So I hope you get the point. These are useless things in life. What is your job and what is your duty? Your job is to be happy in what you have. Don't get deluded by this world. The world is always going to be looking very beautiful, very nice and all those kind of things. We live in the world of illusions. So he says, now, there is another thing which he says. See the funny part over here. He says, you always want to have a desire of living this life as very nice life, good life. Okay? You want money, you want house, you want good retirement, you want everything around you. But now, there are other idiots in this world who are thinking, when I die, I should go to heaven. When I die. Now they are thinking of the next life after they die. You see, I always want to enjoy the heavens over there because see, I will meet all the gods, goddesses, everybody over there. Think about it. Is it in your hands? Nobody knows. Suppose you land up in hell, then what are you going to do? Right or wrong? So, person is not only dreaming of this life, he is dreaming of the next one also. Next one is after they die, where they have to go. How many people have already arranged in this whole world? There are lots of people who have already arranged for a grave. They have selected a grave spot, But life is never going to treat you like this. Life is always changing all the time. You are going to get upset and disturbed if it doesn't happen like that. The way you dream and it doesn't happen, then you are going to get upset. Just imagine you are a small child, okay? And you are expecting your uncle who is coming to bring you some gifts and stuff like that. Maybe chocolates, some toys, some gifts and all. And the uncle doesn't get anything. As a child, how upset are you going to be? Same thing, you are still children of God only. You see, you get upset by all these things not happening to you. In this world and the next also. So he says, this other world, have you heard of it by any chance? See, what happens in heaven, do you really know? You want to get a glimpse of it? I will tell you after the satsang. Then you will understand how this glimpse works. But just now let us continue from here. When your intellect, next verse, that is 53, when your intellect confused by hearing conflicting statements will rest steady and undistracted in contemplation of God, you will attain yoga. See here, those who have the book, can you see? Yoga, and into bracket is written everlasting union with God. Yoga actually means oneness with God. Okay? Yoga doesn't mean exercises, okay? Yoga doesn't mean wearing yoga pants and going to some gym and something like that. No. No yoga class. That is something completely different. Don't get carried away by it. He says, you should not bother what other people are talking to you. See how we get disturbed when other people speak, Our elders are there. We have our elders, isn't it, in the family? And the elders will always say, Pair chuo, touch this one's feet, do this, why are you like this, why are you like that? And you all are women. When you are having your monthly cycles, it was such a painful experience in the past. You can't enter the kitchen, you can't do this is not possible, that is not possible, you can't touch the food, somebody else has to feed you, they will drop the food from top. Okay, you can't go to the temple. Why? God doesn't want you there. Alright, then you can't be doing this and you can't be doing that. All these things were there. There were taboos in the society. If you have not faced, at least your mother would have faced. You understand? Your elders would have faced it. This is something wrong. And that is what you are not supposed to get into. What is he trying to say? We get confused by everybody giving their own great opinions. Everybody thinks that they know better. Everybody thinks that they are an expert in spirituality and subjects like that. What they don't know is nowhere are they experts. Simple example I will give you. Very simple example. In one very big organization, there is a method where they say, you are not supposed to eat onion, you are not supposed to eat lesun, that, what do you call that? You are not supposed to eat that, you are not supposed to eat non-veg, you are not supposed to eat this, and you are not supposed to eat that. Really? You are not supposed to drink tea. Okay, yeah, garlic and all that. Tell me something, all these books were written, at that time did they know garlic was there? No. Did they know onion was there? Onion came to India just a few centuries ago. Potato came to India just 2 centuries ago. If we are talking about Sri Krishna and Sri Ram and everybody, there was nothing like onion, garlic, this, that, all those things in India. We had basic ingredients for eating purposes. Most of you are staying in South India. What is the basic ingredient that we eat in South India? Rice, rasam, sambar. Isn't that what we eat? Some basic vegetables. That is all we eat. And tomorrow somebody says, I want roti. Naan. What is this naan? I don't understand. When they go abroad, they want to eat naan. Sir, naan, North Indian. Roti shoti, North Indian. See, in South India, you don't even eat. In your house also, most of the times I have seen they don't bake also. And once in a while, it is like an occasional thing to make a roti. Roti means, sometimes they will say chapati, sometimes they will call it by some other name. In the Konkan where I come from, there it is called bhakri. You know what bhakri is? Nowadays, all these people, they give some fancy names to all these millets and all that. What millets? Sir, millets have been there from donkey's years. Everybody was eating millets only. Poor people eat millets. We were poor people, so we will make jonrachi bhakri. It is jawar. Jawar Bhakri, okay. And in Karnataka, everybody eats ragi, ragi mudde. Isn't that what our basic diet is? So this idea that these people are talking, this should not be done, that should not be done, this is all nonsense. Don't get into it. That is why Krishna says, when your intellect is confused, hearing conflicting statements, somebody will tell you tea should not be drunk. Kashaya should be drunk. Kashaya? What? I give kashaya to my dogs and cats, man. When they are sick, I will give them so that at least they'll puke it out. What kashaya are we talking about? So please understand this statement that you should not get disturbed. This is the food habits, dressing habits. I will tell you, when in my times, now I am a grey-haired fellow. I tell you, I attended a college which was like a great thing. And we had, where girls and boys were there in the college. All girls would sit on one entire row. They will not look on our side. And boys had 2 rows or 1 row, I don't remember now. Boys' row was on this side, girls' row was on this side. All girls were in sari. I mean, imagine this, during my time, when I was in college. Everybody was wearing sari. There was one girl, she would wear salwar kameez. Everybody will look at her and say, oh, she is very modern, Sir, modern, one salwar kameez is not modern. Everybody in North wears salwar kameez only. Isn't that? Or Punjabi wear, what do they wear? Salwar kameez. But no, in my college it was, she's a modern girl. She wears salwar kameez. And then I had a gang of people, okay. Now we were always these rebels in the college. So there was one girl in my group, she was a Parsi girl. She will wear mini skirts and come to school. I mean college, just imagine. And everybody used to look at her, what is this? And all these hypocrites, I tell you, everybody else was, what does she think of herself? Arey, she is a Parsi girl. She is allowed to wear these dresses in her house. What is your problem in life? So these are called the society created things, And for me, since I had already come from a background where I was in this school where everybody was, all girls, boys, everybody used to be friends with each other. For me, now going to this institution, which was like a Pakka Brahman type of institution, okay, I tell you, it was very dangerous for me to go there. But naturally, being an outsider, in Mumbai, we call them tapori, okay. It's not that I was a tapori, but those who don't conform to it, they were like that. So in the final year, a very funny scene. Just a small story. Okay. So I was sitting outside. Okay, my annual fees, was raised from 150 rupees to 165. So 15 rupees extra. So we were sitting with the janda and one tambu outside the college. And yay, iski jai, uski jai. You imagine that kind of thing I was doing. And funny part of it all was, the principal came. This happened at the beginning of the year. Because fees they collect the beginning of the year, no? I was on scholarship, so I never had to pay any fees. That is a different story. So let us not get into that. The fees was 165, I was getting 200. For me, my fees were covered, but I have to fight for others. So I was sitting there. And the principal, he comes and he says, what is this you are doing? Are you from this college? I said, yes. Give me your identity card. And he took the identity card. In the first 10 days of the final year, he took the card and he went away. And then, again, somewhere in the middle of the year, I was again caught for something. Are you from this college? The first question he will ask is, because I don't look from that college, so he will ask me, are you from this college? Yes, sir. Where is your ID card? Sir, I don't have it. You don't have your ID card, you should be carrying it. Sir, it is in your office. You have the cheek to talk like this. Sir, you took it at the beginning of the year, no? So it must be still in your office. So it was a very funny scene. He got very angry with me and walked away. And then at the end of the year, it was nicely folded, packed, and it was delivered by post to my house. And when I got it, my mother got it. She says, "Your card looks brand new. What is it?" I said, yes. The principal, he sent this card very generously to me so that I can write my examination. It's a brand new card only. Yes, of course, the whole year it was with the college principal. So why will it not be? So these are all kinds of wrong ideas given to you by society. And don't fall for it. Don't. No God has ever told, miniskirt nahi pehnne ka, salwar kameez nahi pehnne. No God. I mean, Krishna's time, I think everybody was wearing miniskirts only. Have you seen those goddesses outside the temple? You should go to all the temples and see all those goddesses standing outside. They're all in miniskirts and God knows all kinds of fancy lingerie and all that. Boss, I still wonder. They were more advanced than us. Exactly, isn't it? Fashion show must be very common at that time. So this is one idea which some idiot will tell you something. Don't fall for it. He says, keep your mind very steady. What is it that you are supposed to do? Your job is only to love Krishna. Your job is not to bother about the rest of it. Let the world say whatever they want to. You know Mirabai, no? The whole world was talking bad about her. She's a queen. Okay, imagine the queen. I mean, just imagine the Queen of England wearing one sari and going in the streets and saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh my God, it is going to look very funny. But here was a queen of Chittorgarh. Okay. And she was roaming on the streets naked with feet, There was nothing in her feet, no chappal wapal. Though her guru was he was a cobbler kind of, okay. So he had this very famous person, blind and a tanner. Just imagine, what is tanning? Have you ever been to a tannery? Don't go. Because the smell over there is so overpowering, you will puke. Why? And Bombay people are used to this smell. You see, when you cross that Bandra, Khadi, okay, or you come near Dharavi, can you get that smell? What is that smell, do you think? There are tanneries inside, used to be, I don't know just now what is going to happen, but there were tanneries and the smell is coming from the tanneries. It is not kachare ka gadi, it is not that, the vehicle which comes to pick up your garbage, not like that. It's the worse smell than that. And she would go and sit next to this tanner and listen to all the scripture because he was her guru. He was the guru. Okay? Ravidas, great person. And she would roam on the streets like that, with one small image of Krishna and singing bhajans and kirtans and everything. She was not bothered. Somebody will say something about her. Her mother-in-law, her sister-in-law, all were villains in her life. They will keep on saying whatever they want to. Even Radharani. You know Radharani? Krishna's. Okay? Krishna and Radha, we know. Radharani's, okay, mother-in-law and sister-in-law were the biggest villains in her life, and including her brother, by the way. Okay, the Jatila Kutila, their name was. See, their name also is very fancy. Jatila Kutila. And her brother's name was Sridama. That fellow was a villain. Why? He was a great friend of Krishna, but he didn't allow his sister to get married to. I will not allow. You have to go and marry this other fellow. Okay, one businessman over there. Milk business. So his name was Ayan Ghosh. Go marry him. And he got his sister married to him. I mean, there are these kind of people in this world. His also other name was Abhimanyu. Okay? Abhimanyu Ghosh or Ayan Ghosh his name was. Now, she has got so many villains in her life. Sister-in-law, okay, sister-in-law, whatever, everybody. Jatila Kutila was a sister-in-law, Ayan's mother and sister, okay. her own brother, another big villain in her life. Same thing. Don't bother what the world says. The world is going to say whatever they want to. And they will come up with rules and regulations. One big charter they will come up with. You can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this. But they will go and do everything. So what is Krishna saying? Don't fall for it. He says, have a very steady, don't get distracted. Let them say whatever they want to. Somebody says good also, why are you bothered? Somebody says bad also, why are you bothered? Don't get carried away. If somebody says, oh my God, look at her, she has got so much devotion for Krishna. Don't fall for it. One day I deliberately tested one woman, okay. She came and she told me, I have a friend and both, she and her friend, I am the greatest devotee of Krishna. I do. Very big story she came and gave me. I told her, what do you do? I make one blanket for Krishna. You know that thing which covers up Krishna? So every year I do it with my own hands. And then I started provoking her about Krishna. After 10 minutes, she got so angry with me. I was talking about Krishna only, nothing else. She walked out, dang, like that. Okay, this is called devotion to Krishna. Even if you are disturbed, you should not be disturbed. Don't bother. Let the people say whatever they want to. Again, if somebody is praising you, my God, you are such a great devotee of Krishna. You always take the name of Krishna. Oh, Hare Krishna, what my dear. You are the great. Oh, and you put one tikka over here and all that and do all decorations for him and full day and night, morning to night you're singing songs. I met these kind of people also. They will be having japmala in their hands. Okay, they will be having. And they will be roaming on. अरे टमाटर का रेट क्या है, पटाटर का रेट क्या है, सर हरे कृष्णा here, but that you are asking rate of tomato, potato and all that. How does that two match, sir? Leave that thing. Ask the rate properly over there. These are called hypocrites. Don't fall for hypocrisy also. And don't think, that person will say, again, when you go to all these fancy places, they will say, put water over there, put this over there, put that over there, this puja you have to do, that puja you have to do. Krishna is telling you, don't get distracted. Don't. Contemplate on me only. And then you will have everlasting union with me. You will get Krishna just like that. You don't have to go and do maskavaji, all that, Amul butter. Don't put Amul butter on anybody. Don't go and fall into all those traps people set for you. You have to do this vratam, you have to do that vratam, and this upvas, and upvas, fasting and all. So many fasting. Yesterday was a very important day. Okay, that day is called Vaikunta Ekadashi or something like that. In that Vaikunta Ekadashi, you are supposed to go from under something and then you will reach Vaikunta. I challenge you one thing. Look at all those idiots who are going through that Vaikunta Dwara. Dwara means a door. And look at them and tell me, are they really going to heaven or going to hell? Those guys are the biggest crooks in the world. And you expect them to go to heaven? You can go and do whatever you want. All prayers over there. All these crooked people only will go and give donations to all the big gods over there. Isn't it? Have you not seen? So, it is not correct. They want their pictures to become hit. They want to get elected in something. They want to win some prizes. They will go to temple. Oh, I pray very, very hard, I went to Tirupati. I went to this place. I went to that. So you think that God is going to give you that? You don't deserve, man. And then you will say, oh, only the undeserving people get it. See, undeserving people get it. You will say these words. What is Krishna saying? Don't get disturbed. This is anyway going to happen. It's not in your hands, okay? It's in my hands. Do you want to be with me? You know Krishna's nature, no or no? Krishna is a full Dhamal Patti person. Full, ekdam, 70mm film, everything is there in his world. Okay, there are heroes in that, there are villains in it, there are animals, birds, everything is there. You see, when I told you the story of Radharani, you will wonder why it happened. Correct or wrong? Now it so happens, I'll tell you the backstory of it. You should know the backstory, no? Why this happens. You see, a small story. I can't give you the details, but a little bit. See, Krishna was sitting with his friends. You know, all these guys, when they sit together, they all lagao big Fekogiri they will do. Fekogiri means, oh, I did this, I did that, I did that. All guys sitting over there, everybody wants to show they are the greatest. Huh? I did this, you don't know me. And so this was going on. And next to Krishna was his dear friend. His friend's name is Sri Dama. Sudama you have heard of. Sudama you know, na? Sudama Poha and all that. Okay, Avlakai. Correct, no? So, and the other fellow was Sri Dama. Sri Dama is sitting over there. And Radharani, she is trying to come inside, and every time she sees these fellows are sitting over there. I'm sure you might have also gone through this, where, you know, when you want to enter a conversation and you want to tell, Ab khane ko chalo. I mean, just imagine that. You have to please come to eat food. No, give me 2 minutes. I'm watching this match. I'm talking to this fellow. I am on the phone. Has this happened to you or no? Huh? Just imagine, this is what Krishna tells her. Not Krishna, this Sri Dama who is sitting over there. He says, don't come and disturb us, okay? Now, she gets very upset. Radharani, she says, he is mine. Why are you not allowing me to get inside? You people are hogging him. So in that anger, she curses Sri Dama. Okay? She curses him and she says to him, you will not get Krishna like this all the time, na? So Sri Dama also gets very upset. Tu samajhti kya hai apne aap ko? You know, that kind of a thing. He'll see, when you are going to be born on this earth, I will never allow you to get married to him. You can hog him over here, whatever you want. But on earth, I will not allow you. And that is why Sri Dama is born as her elder brother. And when she has to meet Krishna, he is always the fellow who is playing all kinds of trouble in her life. I hope you get the point. Okay? But this is called Leela. So it is all villains, heroes, anger, laughter, all picnics, everything, you know, all cricket match, and then crying also. Everything happens in this world. So Sri Krishna is not like that, you know. He's not like Buddha. He's not like any of the other gods who are very serious kind. He's a very dhamal person. And his life is always like this. You want to enjoy with him, you should be ready for that journey. Because he's full of excitement. Full. You see, there he has got thousands of those gopis. What he does with them, don't ask me. And then, not one wife. He's got 16,108 wives. Okay? I mean, you just imagine, you are one wife. How much trouble are you having and your husband is having? Okay? Imagine him. 16,000 wives. I mean, to contend with one woman is difficult, no? You know your nature. So here he has to contend with so many, and how many palaces? Not one palace. उसको BMW दिया, हमको Mercedes Benz चाहिए. See, just imagine this being said by one person. So you imagine, his life is full of excitement and full of ups and downs, going on and on. No other god is like this. Have you met any other god who is full of dhamal like this? I don't think you will find anybody like that. See, and even if you see the Krishna in all your serials also, they look so cute, I tell you. You want to fall in love with Krishna over there, isn't it? I still remember Nitish Bharadwaj. Though I am a great villain in his life, no doubt about it. I slept through his entire play. So, but he's a cute guy. Sarvadaman Banerjee, very cute. Alright. So, this is how it works. I'll tell you one very long story from very far away times, okay? Before you were born and before maybe your parents were born. So, there was one movie I was watching. Okay? This had one very great friend of mine was the Krishna in that film. Okay? And the main person of that film was Sanjeev Kumar. Sanjeev Kumar you know because of Sholay. Okay? So, in his life, Krishna comes. Sanjeev Kumar is like an executive kind of a person, working somewhere. And then he is not so happy with that Krishna coming in his life. And Krishna is always playing pranks with him. Krishna is this person, his name was Gokhale. Okay? You have heard of him, isn't it? So, what happens was very funny thing. So, every time when something is happening, Krishna is smiling over there. He says, "Tu haste rehta hai, hamesha, every time you are laughing. What is this? I am getting into trouble." He says, life is like this, you know. You have to be happy all the time. He says, "What happy?" And then he says, you don't know, I have so many diseases. Okay, I have blood pressure, I have this, I have that, all kind of diabetes and all that. Sanjeev Kumar tells him. And then he goes to his table and takes out all the medicines. ये क्या है? टेरामाइसिन. ये क्या है? क्लोरोमाइसिन. ये क्या है? Everything that he is saying, na, neomycin or something like that. Then he will stop. क्या बोला तूने? टेरा क्या? टेरामाइसिन. हाँ, उसी की वजह से तेरे लाइफ में प्रॉब्लम है. That is the reason why you have problem in your life, na? टेरामाइसिन. My sin, your sins are there. That is why so many tablets you are eating. So I hope you get this thing. To be with Krishna is like full of entertainment and joy. He is only one God who is not as serious as all the other gods. Okay? First and foremost, to go near Shivji, I am going to get very scared. All the snakes and the water falling from his head and all that. A snake around his neck, I am very scared. Krishna is all one Murli, one hand. God knows, he doesn't do all those things. Yeah, when he gets angry, maybe he'll have the Sudarshan Chakra with him. But otherwise, he's like a chalta hai. So, he says to you, don't get carried away by all this nonsense in the world, and don't especially listen to everybody. You be your good self. Just love me. Be devoted to me. And then I will take care of you. Why are you bothered about it? Kal kya hone wala hai? What is going to happen tomorrow? What is going to happen day after tomorrow? Okay. So we have come to the end of verse 53. We will stop over here.
Recording stopped.